Digiduck and the Magic Castle, written by Lindsay Buck, illustrated by Stephanie Cartwright. Ding dong! Digiduck raced over to Daddy Duck and saw his friends standing outside. He flung open the door and they disappeared upstairs in a blur. When they emerged from Digiduck's bedroom, Mr. Duck was amazed. "Wow!" he exclaimed. "Who do we have here?" "We're magicians," replied Digiduck mysteriously. "Watch out, or we might turn you to stone," joked Cool Cow. "Daddy, there's a new game we want to play. Can you download it, please?" asked Digiduck. "What kind of game is it?" replied Mr. Duck. "It's a magic castle, and you create different spells for each level," bleated Shy Sheep enthusiastically. Mr. Duck found the game. To make the spells, you had to collect silver coins and swap them for things that were hidden around the castle. They needed 4 flowers to finish their first spell. Cool Cow spotted a gold one growing amongst the bushes. "Look at that one!" she gasped. They clicked it, and a message popped up. "Golden flower. Collect 1 golden flower to complete your spell. Do you wish to continue?" They clicked yes, and another box appeared. "Enter password to buy golden flower." Pondered Digiduck. "What does that mean? I'd better get Daddy Duck." "I know what it means," answered Shy Sheep confidently. "Sometimes you need a password from an adult to get better things in games. I'm good at guessing passwords." She thought for a moment and typed Digiduck into the box. After a few seconds, the flower appeared in their basket. "Yippee!" they shouted and whizzed back to the castle. Although the gold items were harder to find, collecting them made the game much faster. "That was brilliant," said Digiduck. "How did you know the password?" "It was easy," responded Shy Sheep. "Adults often choose their favourite things. That's why they picked your name. My password is green grass. That's what I love the most." "Mine's mud pie," said Cool Cow. "And mine is birthday cake," added Digiduck, and they giggled mischievously. Knowing each other's passwords felt like being in a secret club. A few days passed and Digiduck played the game whenever he could. He wanted to show Mummy and Daddy Duck, so they settled down to watch. "I just need to find 3 potion bottles," he said. Mummy Duck soon spotted one on a dusty shelf. "We could get that one, but I don't have enough coins for 3 of those. A gold one has the magic power of all the bottles we need, so it's quicker," he explained. "Look, there it is." He clicked the gold bottle and continued his quest. Suddenly, the screen became brighter and brighter until a glow filled the room. "It's Wise Owl!" they quacked. Sure enough, Wise Owl appeared in a flurry of feathers, but he wasn't alone. A second flash brought a second owl. "Oh, Wise Owl," she teased playfully. "Years of screen travel and you still end up in a heap." "Eagle Owl," she said warmly. "I'll be running the family farmyard website when Wise Owl retires soon, so I'm accompanying him on all his visits. This is an emergency. We came as fast as we could." "Emergency?" queried Mrs. Duck. "There must be some mistake." "No mistake," said Eagle Owl, trying not to alarm them. "But can you please check the email account you used for this game?" They looked online and were confused by what they saw. Message after message, all saying the same thing. "You have bought 1 golden flower, 1 golden gem, 1 golden ring." The list went on and on, ending with 1 golden bottle. Mr. and Mrs. Duck turned quite pale as they realised what had happened. Mr. Duck, who always spoke kindly, tried to remain calm. "Digiduck, Those gold items cost real money. How did this happen? I don't know, replied Digiduck, feeling worried. It was a free game, but... He paused to think. Maybe it had something to do with the password? When we clicked the first gold flower, it said we needed a password, and Shy Sheep guessed it. She typed my name, and the game just gave us the flower. It was like magic. Unfortunately, it wasn't magic, replied Eagle Owl caringly. Each time you clicked something gold, your parents had to pay for it. Digiduck hopped up to them for a cuddle. I'm so sorry, he gulped. I really didn't know. It's not your fault at all, said Daddy Duck gently. I downloaded the game for you, and I didn't know either. After a cup of tea to get over the shock, Mr. and Mrs. Duck and Eagle Owl made a plan. It's incredibly easy to buy things online, said Eagle Owl. Sometimes all you need is one click, or even just your voice. It's also very easy to do it by mistake, and that's where I can help you. There are steps we can take to try and get your money back, she continued, although I'm afraid it's not guaranteed. However, we can stop it happening again, so you won't be surprised by any hidden costs. Before you play a game, you can look online to check if it lets you spend real money. You can stop this happening with a strong password, and on some devices, you can switch off buying things in games. A strong password needs a mixture of numbers, letters, and symbols. You must make it impossible for others to guess and keep it safe by telling no one else. Digiduck. It's okay for your parents to know your passwords, but if you've told any friends, then change that password straight away. A good friend will understand that passwords should not be shared. Thank you so much for your help, said Mr. and Mrs. Duck with relief. Why don't we all play together? Suggested Eagle Owl. I could show you where to find more free coins, Digiduck. This is one of my favourite games too. In fact, I've completed the Magic Castle twice. Wise Owl watched fondly as they all played together. With Eagle Owl in charge, he knew their work would be in safe hands.